the river metaphor.
The idea that you're standing by the side of a river.
Folks who stand downstream.
And you see babies starting to float down that river.
And are pulling people out of the water who need to be rescued.
Somebody has to go downriver or stay where you are and fish those babies out. But somebody's got to go upriver and find out why the hell those babies are in the river to start with.
And what Isaiah does is to go upstream and before people actually fall into the river, figure out how to keep them on dry land.
And if you haven't signed in yet, go ahead and study the clipboard around. If you've been here before, your name and address should be there. This is something really, really lasting.
We have the opportunity in democracy to influence public policy. We can't live in our laurels of the past. There's some real challenges now.
The group meets on a regular basis. Because of their coaching, their guiding, their mentoring, and the relationship that they have built with me has enabled me to grow into the kind of leader that I am today. More than willing to share with you the knowledge we have and our experiences and help you to get more affordable housing in your community.
I attended national leadership training the first time a number of years ago and found it to be a very wonderful experience.
There are different trainers who come in, so I get a sense of who the different people were who were active in Isaiah.
It was difficult, and at the time there were some really hard moments as that training sort of pushed on me about what kind of a leader do I want to be, and how do I want to put my faith into action. At least that's the words that I would use.
Go ahead. My name is William George, and I'm a member of Isaiah, St. Paul Caucus, and also St. Paul Caucus Planning Committee. The most powerful thing that I've taken away from Isaiah is self-confidence. They gave me a body of people that enable me to challenge social injustice, and I'm in Isaiah trying to change that system so that my children and my grandchildren might not suffer that. We work with our politicians right here in the state of Minnesota. That's where we find we're most effective, because it's Minnesota that we're concerned with. The more training I get, the stronger I feel, the more self-confidence I have. I can get to be a good leader.
When we came to United States, we live in New York, then we moved to Minnesota, St.Cloud. My name is Fatuma Yukash. I'm a mom. I'm 27 years old. I have 5 kids, and I'm original Somali, but I grew up in Kenya. They say that 1 bedroom, they allowed only 2 people. They have to pay 2 rent because nobody's gonna allow 10 people to live 3 bedroom. So they have to rent 2 and 3 bedroom. I went to meet with the St.Cloud HRA. I talk all day, and no hope is gonna come, even one day. Maybe the board can change the policy. St.Cloud HRA board was sitting there, and the people who suffering stand there and speak. We say what we want to say. You have to speak. Don't worry anything. Just close even your eyes. Never think that in front of you people are sitting. Never thought. Don't look anywhere. just say something you want to say. But some of them, they're telling me that you're crazy person standing in front of million people and speaking. That was difficult things to do.
If Isaiah and other organizations like us are doing work that actually prevents that from happening in the first place, and we're all whole and more healthy and more of a community because of it, that's what it's about. That's what makes it worth it.
Where can I make the biggest impact, particularly the biggest impact on those who are suffering, on those who are most in need? Isaiah is about social change. And there are, unfortunately, precious few organizations that are really interested in social change.
You have to have power to institute change and get things accomplished.
Organizations like Isaiah need support. They need the time, talent, and gifts that each of us can bring to bear. In this tough economic time, we need organizations like Isaiah more than ever.
We would go to the Capitol, and we had the clout of saying that there was 90 congregations.
I have an idea now how the faith-based groups in Minnesota feel about different issues.
And the faith transformation piece, this is the place where Christ shows up for me and where I show up to try to meet Christ and make sure that we are whole and healthy.
Eventually you got to listen to the people, and I found that Isaiah is a very persistent organization. I think they're learning that too now.